Oh yeah. Oh no. Oh shoot. Bugs were just nuts on that portage. Morning. Jig and a curly tail. What a beautiful moth. Looks pretty magical down there. There's a side trip into Faubert Lake down there, and I was really keen on doing it, but my wrist, or a lingering wrist injury, I think it's carpal tunnel syndrome, I've never had it really checked out, which is stupid, is acting up, and I have to paddle into a headwind to get there. And it's about 10 kilometers. It costs me a day on the trip. I think for my wrist's sake, I was thinking about it for like an hour last night before bed and this morning too. I think I gotta cut it out of the list, but oh, it looks really nice. It's a real bummer to leave it behind though. Those are the places that I end up looking at again on a map after the trip, and they haunt me, just wondering what could have been. But in a province with over 250,000 lakes, that's a feeling that never goes away, and it's a feeling I'm lucky to have here. Anywho, I'm now on the third river of the trip, the Capicotangua, or the Cap. I'd rather have lake and trees and rock than hide away in a southern box. First fish in the Cap. I've been trolling for like an hour and a half. Ooh. Some spunk. Hooks out. Came out in the net, it often does. With barbless. Little pike. I think that's an osprey. I can never remember all the calls. Been looking for somewhere to eat lunch, and there's literally nowhere along the shore for the last like 10 kilometers. It's just so lush. So, just eating in the canoe. That was a nice one. Easy. I think I'm gonna have to wade this one, but see how it goes. No clean lines anywhere, it's pretty bony. That was ugly. Oh. Sorry. Fishing is nuts today, like really bad. The only thing I can gather is it's the heat. They must be buried in the weeds or in the deepest pockets. I'm walking this portage. It's about 650 meters, and clearing it along the way, it's just, it's encroaching so quickly. Huh, that's an interesting leaf. Huh. And it's a bit wet, so the bugs are here too. Spent almost an hour clearing that trail, only to decide that I'm not going to use it. I cleared the trail and then I started walking back along the river, and it looks like I can probably do it. The notes on the map describe it as being a gnarly class 2/3/4, depending on water levels, but they didn't seem like anywhere near class 4 to me, so I think I can run or wade them. All right, with a healthy amount of fear, here I go. I hope this doesn't suck. Shallow but easy here to start. And it looks like a bunch of stuff's gonna happen in a row here. I'm gonna play it safe and scout. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Shoot. Some real nasty stuff ahead. I'm gonna eddy out here. Let's give this a look first. I probably should have used the port. It looks like there's enough water to run them, but with a very thin margin of error. One wrong turn and I'm getting washed down here, which wouldn't be a lot of fun. And it goes a ways longer, so I'll be washed down a ways. At least the gear will. So I think I'm gonna try and line it. I'm really torn about it. I really want to try it. Not necessarily alone in the middle of nowhere. But there's half of me, at least, my instincts, I guess, which are saying no. So it's a good idea to listen. Alright, I think this stretch might be good for me. I'm gonna hop in here and go. Oh no! You gotta be kidding me. Oh boy. Oh no. Oh shoot! Gotta be kidding me. That was awful. Awful. Wow. That's why you keep a second paddle handy. I actually had the tripod over it, which was stupid. Luckily it slid through. Still ran really badly after this. Would it have gone better if this hadn't happened? Maybe not. Heart's racing. I think I'll wade the rest. Oh, that. I probably should have used the port. I probably could have run the last 100 meters, but all confidence is gone in myself, so I've been playing it safe. I feel like I owe it to my canoe to play it safe. Just brutal. All right, here looks real bony, so it's time to wait again. I wasn't joking when I said that just killed my confidence. But I forced myself to run that last little bit just to get back up on the horse and say, you can do it. So that was everything not to do for whitewater. Sometimes you learn by doing things right, and sometimes you learn by doing way wrong. I need a fish right now. Made it though. I had one fish on, but it bit my tail off, didn't get the hook. Things are just crazy slow today. I'm trying to jig here just to slow it down. Oh, just felt a bite. Little walleye. Do you take this portage sign to be your lawfully wedded method of transportation? I do. I do. You may kiss the sign. Bless you. Bugs were just nuts on that portage. Black flies too. Mostly it's been mosquitoes so far, with the odd black fly, but both of them here. There you go. Unhooked himself. Just cleared the last port of the day, and I'm just looking for somewhere to camp. Oh. But there are widowmakers everywhere here. Can't camp here. Not safely. Well, if I clear this one out of the way. Okay. Now that can't fall this way, and I don't think anything is leaning, so I can set up in this area here. This one isn't ideal. It's not safe for me to take down. Bye, old friend. I gotta say, there was a lot more nostalgia there than I expected. I feel kind of sad burning it. Chili and garlic bread tonight. Late dinner. Just hanging on to a bit of sunlight here. Finally safe from the bugs in here. They got really bad at the end, right as I was doing the dishes. They were just pelting my face as I was walking. I could barely breathe. I've inhaled plenty on this trip, eaten some, and I wish Erin was here to commiserate with. No matter how hard you try, a bunch of them always get in. Oh, I am itchy. Still beats bug spray. Oh. Just doing my standard wind down, looking at my maps for the next day, listening to a little music on my phone, Flaming Lips, and plotting out my route for tomorrow using my little measuring stick. This lip chap equates to roughly 2 kilometers, and I kind of plan it out that way. Obviously the grid here is like just over 2.5 kilometers. I don't know. I'm just enjoying using this. Leave me alone. But I'm gonna shut it down soon because between the heat, the bugs, and the misadventure in the rapids, I'm pretty tuckered out today. It's a little bit cooler today, which is nice, at least for now. Misty, super calm, smells beautiful. Paddling past this old forest fire. Looks like it's probably about 10 years old. And gonna make it to a lake today and set up camp there and have a rest day, which will be awesome for my wrist. And just really nice in general to get off the river and have some, wide real estate to look at. Had a horrible sleep last night, so I'll be glad to have the rest day as well. Chewing on something. Otters are hilarious. First fish all day. Whoops. Nice walleye. I'm in the Sedgman Lake Provincial Nature Reserve now. It follows the Cap River, and it's much of the same. I haven't been recording much because it's all very pretty, but it's kind of the same throughout. Beautiful mare's tails today in the sky. Another beautiful day. Really hit the jackpot with the weather so far. Just thrilling action here on the Cap. What a rush. What a beautiful campsite this is. I'm just stopped here for lunch, but this is the nicest campsite on the river. Even nicer than the one by the falls, I think. It's secluded. It's a random piece of rock here, which is quite unusual. It's just so grassy and marshy everywhere. Beautiful. I've been really looking forward to trying this one. It's Hawaiian shrimp and rice. Got pineapple, bell peppers, dehydrated shrimp, rice, and then I'll add coconut. It's good. It's a nice change out here. There's a bear. Gets my heart racing. He's not far. Right there. I was wondering what was messing around in the bushes. Thought it was a beaver. He's on the run. not sure if it's curious or why it's looking at me. It ran off scared earlier into a different set of bushes. Now it seems to be looking at me all stealthy. Whoa. Hey bear. I'm a human. You should run. Doesn't seem too fussed about me. Just gorging. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna leave him alone now. See ya. Funny enough, he was right at the sign marking the edge of the nature preserve. No matter how many encounters you get like that, they're all still pretty special. Still standing up in there. He's running off now. That's funny. So that's the Cap River behind me where I came from. The route continues that way on the Cap, but I'm ducking off to a little side lake here. Spend the night, maybe two, depending if my rest day works out. Decent walleye. Back to a deeper, larger body of water. Things are looking up already. This is more like it. It's a nice meaty walleye. Thanks, buddy. Both of those walleyes came on this flicker shad. Here's home for the next 2 nights. Got a sweet beach. It's the second beach I stopped on. The first was junked. Someone left a barbecue there, just glass bottles, all the nasty stuff that I absolutely can't stand. Those are the worst kind of people, selfish, thoughtless, care nothing for nature. On that note, if anyone ever has a boat and you have an opportunity to take stuff like that out, that's hugely appreciated. I can't pack out a barbecue in a canoe, but take what you can. Anyway, cleared out a little space in here for the next 2 nights. It's pretty sweet. Got 1,000 bug bites in doing this. Real nice big jack pine here. Nice shaded spot with a view. And the walleye fishing is quite promising so far. Another nice little walleye. There he goes, that's okay. This lake is a dream. Whatever I gave up from Valbert Lake by not going there, the rest day I'm gonna get here is just worth every penny of time. Walleye again, Just shake them here. Or not. Yeah. This is an unbelievable lake. There he goes. Got a bit of a rainbow going on there. Some random sprinkles produced that. Cool thing I learned about rainbows a couple of years ago is you can never see them looking at the sun. You have to look away from the sun to see a rainbow. It sounded kind of deep. First pike here. One more to round out the day, one more walleye. Thanks, buddy. Bugs got really bad just as the light left. And I was hoping a smoky fire would get rid of them. I put those damp beaver log on there, but they're real bad, so gonna get in the hammock, get safe. Oh, there's this weirdest sound coming from a couple places around here, like behind me and in front of me. Sounds kind of alien. It's small, whatever it is. It's making a bit of noise as well, just moving. But it's weird. I have no idea what it is. It sounds kind of like a note on the flute. I'm pretty certain it's not an owl. So, there's some kind of small alien here, is my conclusion. Well, it's walleye day. It's also laundry day. I've got my dry bag that I keep my clothes in with some water inside of it. Got my dirty clothes. Often I don't need to do this, but with the heat, it's worth it on this trip. This is the rinse cycle. I dumped out those rinsed clothes. Now I've just got soap and water in here. Just getting it nice and sudsy. Camp suds. Add the clothes back in. Shake it all around. Get that fresh lemony scent all over it. And I'll just let this soak for 5 or 10 minutes to take on that scent while I have breakfast. Pass this to Aaron. Pass this to Aaron. Pass this to Aaron. Aaron's not here. Aaron's not here. Aaron's not here. Aaron! I miss her already. Sure wish Aaron was here. I wish Aaron was here. And I wish Aaron was here. I wish Aaron was here. I wish Aaron was here. Sure wish Aaron was here. Here, hun. Have a croissant. Look at us, walking down the beach, arm in arm, like a couple of teenagers. High hopes today. I don't care if Aaron gets it or I get it. Either way, I'll be real happy. Doing a drift here past one of the most prime spots on the lake, I think. It's a nice big point heading out into the main lake with some weeds on it. I'm fishing this Freedom Hydra jig head with a paddle tail, and I want to go completely weedless because of the weeds here. So all I do is push up the plastic a little, the soft plastic, and just dig the tip of the hook into it. If a fish bites it, it becomes exposed again, but while you're fishing, you're going totally weedless and it just slides right through them. Real nice weeds here. Yep. Oh, just missed one. Oh, do you see that jump? Oh, like bass fishing. Oh, he ripped my my paddle tail off. Dang, it's a pretty nice walleye. Oh man, this paddle tail's pretty long, so they really have to gulp it to get a hook. But I kind of like that for pike, so they don't bite you off. There we go. Oh, there we go. Stood up to get a better hook set. Not big enough for the dinner table. Now that I want a fish for lunch, I can't get any big enough. Yesterday they were all over the place. So fish is gonna have to be for dinner, but I had another recipe I was eager to try, which is chickpea curry. I love chickpeas. Let's see how this goes. It's pretty darn good. Decent pike on. Might be too big to eat. Too big for one person anyway. Yeah, I can't justify taking that fish for one meal. Pretty good pike. Alright. Make sure she's recuperated here. Yep, there she goes. Thanks, darling. Got that one in the shallows here, probably 3 feet of water in these grasses on this paddle tail, which she savaged, ripped the tail right off with a vicious strike close to the boat, and then she came back for more. Reloaded with a bit smaller one. Check out this crazy rock. It's got 2 like eye-shaped rings in it. That's super bizarre. It's like a mask. It's a rock though, it's heavy. Wow. That's spooky. Finally, one for the pan. Got to shore and dispatched the fish immediately. Time to clean it up. I prefer to do this just on the shore randomly somewhere so that none of the remains are on my campsite. It's better for bears. Oh, crazy good. Ah, great day. That walleye was so good. Even Erin liked it, and she doesn't even like fish. Right, honey? Erin's not having any scotch tonight, so I'm gonna have her share.
I'm gonna zip up and do a little reading.
I forgot how nice this is. This is why it's so important to have long trips. It's so important to have a rest day on a long trip. You get to do stuff like this that you never get to do in regular life, and it's just so relaxing. Can't get a look at this fish. Not enough daylight anymore. But it's right here. Oh. Another decent walleye. Pretty good.